Hello, hello, hello. Ridgeway Racing here. We're going to be at Imola this next week. I think that's week 5 of the 12 for the F3 Degree of Freedom series. As always, we got my setups posted at patreon.com/Ridgeway Racing. Give me the like, the subscribes, the Patreon pledges. They're all very, very much appreciated. But yeah, we're going to have a 23C track temp here. I will hop on board and I'll talk you through the lap, and then after the lap, I'll have just the cockpit lap and the chase lap back to back with no talking. So let's get to it. All right, so coming out of turn 15, I don't remember how many laps this was on, but let's see. I'm going down the straight. So I built this setup. It's got a lot of curb stomping ability. Yeah, it's this building a setup for this one's all about conquering the curb. So coming into turn 1, I'll back it up a little bit real quick. Coming into turn 1, we want to get right around. I probably braked a little early, but I almost used this shadow. I hate using shadows, but right after that 100 board to the right. You can maybe brake later and harder. I'm more worried about weight transfer and trying to load the tires up and not get them past their grip level. Yeah, you could tell this was decent, but if you do it right, if you come in, I probably slowed down a little bit too much there. I gun it. You should almost barely be able to keep it on that curb. So let me say this the right way. So we come in, you want to hit this apex, you can hit that curb, you can hit that curb, but if you're going fast enough, you should touch that curb, and there's plenty of room right there. In terms of off tracks, you don't have to really worry about this one, because those guys are killer. Or this one, those call them sausage curbs, cut up sausage curbs. Those guys will get you. That one you can hit. This one you can hit. And then the off track here is you got to keep 4 tires. So at least if 4 tires in the green will get you off track. So if you get if you have 1 tire on a red and white curb, you're good to go. And then as we head into 5 and 6, I try to turn the car in before I brake, just to load up the tire a little bit and slow down slowly. You can hear the car hit that curb pretty good too. So you come in here, start to turn it in, you, you slow down slowly and try to really set up this last apex here. So you could probably come in a little hotter, brake harder here if you wanted, but you have to really, really worry about this. So look, I mean, I have, that back right tire is almost in the green area. It's so easy to get off track here. And you'll find probably with different people's setups, I'm building this setup to sort of conquer the curbs, and it's very challenging because in the previous seasons we would have like a bump stop, so there'd almost be essentially a limit. We could be like, the car can't go much further than this bump stop that we put in. But there's no bump stops this year because they made some changes, but it makes it a little bit more difficult to build the conquer the curb setups. So you'll have setups. I think almost every setup's gonna end up scratching the ground on these, but it's how much do they scratch the ground? Is it both the front and back scratching at the same time, and how much does it slow you down? So I try to build one that barely scrapes it and is still keeping that speed there. Yeah, and then coming into what is this? Turn 7. We got right after the 50. You can start slowing down, really get on there and throttle back up. Again, this is another one of those green areas where if you keep at least 1 tire on the red and white, you're good to go. Try to keep 2 there, you'll be fine. Then we head into turn 8. So this one's all about setting the car up, slow it down, rotate it. You can even grab a little curb there if you need to. Very, very easy to get an off track here. So I'm still not on off tracks yet. I should mention in this practice session testing this, I probably had like 50 off tracks, and for like 25 laps. I was averaging like 2 off tracks a lap. But it's testing. It's you should be doing that, right? So when you get through, as you go through turn 8 here, do a quick slowdown, turn it in, and you want to get on the throttle as soon as possible. You can even not go as wide as that sometimes and still be quick. Here's another good one where this a lot of curb stomping, right? I'm pretty sure I didn't get an off track on that exit, but this one, I'm slowing down slowly, and I'm even hitting this curb here, which you normally wouldn't want to do. It would upset the car, but I tried to build the conquer the curb setup. Even here, we could probably get a little bit more on the curb, and then here, that's definitely an off track. So there's my off track on that one. But yeah, you can. I figured I would show you all the the good laps. I'll show you. I think my optimal was like a 35.9. My fastest was a 36.2, but my fastest with no off tracks was a 37.2. But I still needed to post a video, so I wanted to give y'all something to work with. All right, and then I should mention this one more time. On this guy, you just want to get these two right tires on the red and white curb. So if I didn't come off, like I was saying, I could have grabbed a little more curb there, and I might have just hit the throttle. Maybe even slow it down a little more, get a little more rotation, and then throttle quicker out. But yeah, if you don't get into that green, that would have been really good. And it wouldn't have been a big time difference. So I don't think the off track misrepresents the ability of the setup. All right, this one is going to take some practice. This one's not four tires. This one's the antenna. Don't let the antenna go past the red and white. Where the red and white curbs meets these kind of black and gold ones over here. You line it up there, and then same thing here. Is like, don't let the antenna go past the red and white curb. You won't get an off track, and I mean, you can get on throttle real quick. I should play it one time, just regular speed, so you can see the telemetry into the braking zone. At the 50, brake it, slow it down, get over that one, get over that one. I'm already on the throttle, like almost as I'm on the curb. But then you have this off track, which you have a lot of room here. Like I went out pretty hard. We still have a whole, you can have these left tires on the red and white. You have all the car in the green. As long as you have one tire on this red and white, you'll be good. And then you just get back on track and you're good to go. And then you head into, turn 13. Yeah, I guess it's a turn, but you need to set it up for 14 and 15. I think I'm getting closer and closer to this 50 board every time. Brake, the start of the brake is probably at 75 meters. So this is a good one. Yeah, so I think this lap my only off track was that one spot coming out of 10. So here we go, boom. Ooh, so this is so close to an off track. So the goal with this track is going to be mastering not getting off tracks. Look at this. Oh. I think I have one. You could probably call the back left tire in the green, but that front left tire is keeping me on the red and white. I don't get an off track here. If I didn't get that off track off of the exit of 10, this would have been an amazing lap. But I'm going to use it as the lap anyway. It's only one mistake. And it definitely, I wanted to show, the off tracks that we have here. That was a 36.2, 36.25, which was pretty decent. If I show you these lap times, I mean, these were some changes and things like that, but yeah, I was hitting, this was on a race fuel. I didn't do the whole stint, but it seemed good. The tires didn't get too tore up. But yeah, you could start really getting into the 36s pretty easily. And yeah, even on the optimal, like I said, I couldn't get a clean lap in, but I was getting my optimal down. And I reset this all the time. So this represents this setup in this season. But yeah, I have a 35.9 here as an optimal. I have this 36.2 with that one little mistake. Say we took it and only took 2/10 away from it, added to that 36.2. Maybe it's a 36.4 is my clean fast lap if I don't make that mistake. But I figured it was a good representation of this track. I mean, you have to take advantage of all the space on the track, but then you're also going to need a setup that can conquer these curbs. So I'm hoping this setup is the solution to it. It feels really good. I love, building setups is like a painstaking process because you're oftentimes driving just a terrible car as you've made the wrong changes or you're like, it's not quite right. But I was experimenting with this one, and then I got it to this place, and then there's this. Oh, this car is beautiful. I like this. This is fun. But I will hush for now, and then I'm just gonna play the in cockpit lap, and that'll be followed by the chase lap. And good luck at Imola next week, everyone. And appreciate all the support from everybody. And y'all have a good one. Bye. All right, so I had to start that one over, but here we'll go ahead and play it. I had the wrong camera on, but here we go.